Hey there, Designaholics. I'm Carrie Lawless, and on today's Designaholic DIY, I'm going to show you how to make these totally fabulous custom knobs for your furniture or for your cabinets. I have a little secret weapon right here. Can't wait to show you. Stay with me. I am so ready to get started on this and to show you I am in love with these knobs. I'm also in love with these molds, and this is what we're going to use. We have all kinds of molds from Iron Orchid Designs, and this is my very first project using them, but I've got tons of ideas, so hopefully we'll be making lots and lots of videos with these molds. As you can see, I have plenty of them. So I'm starting with, these are two of the molds that have a lot of the round pieces so that I can make a custom knob. For today, I'm using this one. Hopefully we will be able to find a link for you on Amazon. If not, we'll have something super similar. Or you can always go on Iron Orchid Designs website and purchase it there. So as you can see, I've got lots of choices and a good variation of styles that we can choose from. So for today, I chose this one right here. And this, I'm kind of in the middle of the process right here. I haven't painted it yet, I haven't sanded it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that right now. All right, you're probably wondering what I'm going to use for the knob. It's actually this paper clay, and we'll definitely put a link on Amazon for this. I think you can also get it maybe at Hobby Lobby, but this stuff is amazing. It's super durable. I've got a pack that's open right here. The best thing about this clay is it air dries. You don't have to bake anything. All right, so this is what it looks like. Well, this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna pull a piece off. You wanna keep your package closed because it will dry up on you. Oh, and as far as the knobs go, I'm using these right here. They're from Walmart, and I wanna say they were $1.98 for a pack of 2. So that's the key. Whatever knob you're using, you want it to be inexpensive enough, and we're just gonna chalk paint it, so it doesn't matter what it's made of. So I liked this one because it has this little flat edge right here, and I didn't have to worry about, well, you'll see. So I'm trying to give you guys all the details. I can't stand when I'm watching a video and I miss a lot of, the explanation. So forgive me for giving you too much explanation, but I just want to make sure that you get enough. So I'm putting it in this mold. A lot of people will say that you have to spray it with cooking spray. I've never had to do that. These molds are so fantastic. And maybe it's this brand, I don't know. Never had a problem. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of peel it back. You see how it does that? All I'm doing is pulling back on the mold, it's releasing itself, and then it just kind of falls out. How cool is that? And by the way, if you guys have any ideas of what you'd like to see us do with these molds, please feel free to let us know, and we'll do our best to make it happen for you. All right, the glue I'm using is Titebond Quick and Thick. Unfortunately, I could not find this particular Quick and Thick. I could find Titebond, but the Quick and Thick is supposed to stick faster and dry faster. So if you want, we'll put a link, an Amazon link. If not, just use some kind of wood glue. It's just that this keeps it from sliding. So I'm just gonna put it on the back here, or you could actually put it on the knob itself, either way. I've got it pretty much covered, and I'll slide it around to kind of make sure it gets all the glue covered on the embellishment. All right, so here you can see the embellishment itself is a little bit wider than the knob. You see that? There you go, it's moving all around. So the way I'm gonna fix that, I'm going to actually kind of squeeze it down. All right. And then it's going to be sliding while you're squeezing, so you just have to finesse a little bit. And so you see how I'm just going around, and I'm squeezing both sides equally because what I want to do is get it centered. And I'm just going to keep squeezing until I'm trying to make it look like one piece. I don't want it to look like I glued an embellishment to the top of the knob. When it's all painted and said and done, I want it to look like a beautiful custom carved knob. And it will. These are so pretty. We're gonna start doing some trash to treasure too. I found a really awful piece of furniture on the side of the road that somebody started stripping and stopped. So it's a really pretty piece. It's like a Queen Anne style. So we're gonna sand that down and really embellish it. It's got the really pretty legs, and we'll paint it and show you guys how to do that. All right, so now I've got it, you know, pressed in where it's about the same size, and now I'm just taking my finger and sliding it down on the edges. I hope you can see that. I'm trying not to get a whole lot of like texture on the sides. I'd like for it to be as smooth as possible. See, like all these lines, I'd like to make most of that go away so that it looks seamless. See how I'm doing this? I'm just basically, now that I've got it the right size, I'm just smushing it, for lack of a better term, onto the little plastic knob. See how that's looking seamless? And of course, the more you do, the faster you get at this. It really doesn't take this long. I'm just showing you, and I want to make sure I get all the detail so we don't miss anything. All right, cool. Now, it's not going to be perfect, so I am going to sand it. The great thing about this is as it dries, it's sandable. Here's what it looks like after it's dry. You see how I've got these, it's just not really very nice looking. So what I'm going to do is put my little paper towel down. I'm going to get some sandpaper. This one works really well. This is 120 grit. And I'm just going to take these edges and I'm just going to sand. And while it is durable, it does sand really easily, so. For the project that we're working on, I'm using white, and I'm using a white that we mixed for a dresser. And we'll link that video as well. Hey, I really hope you're enjoying this video, and if you are, we would love it if you would subscribe. Also, please like and comment, but definitely subscribe. Okay, so here are the ones that need to be painted. They are, it looks like I didn't do that great of a job on the sanding. And remember, the edges are important, because when you are looking at, like, let's say these are on a dresser and you're looking down, that's what you're going to see is the edge. So definitely pay attention to the detail there. And just to show you how I do this, so I put the screw in back of the knob. I just took my screwdriver, and they come with screws, so I put it in there. Oops. And then I took a little knife and a cardboard box, and I just cut a little slit in the box like that. And then you basically just, you take the knob with the screw and you just kind of slide it into the slit. Now, and what that does is it keeps it on a sturdy surface so that when I go to paint this, I can get all the way to the bottom and not have it sitting in the paint. All right. So I'm gonna do one of them. As we do more of these, we'll show you all kinds of tricks with multiple colors and gold leafing and silver leafing. But for today, we're just gonna do two. I've got this mixture of paint, like I said, that we used on the dresser. It's a combination of 3 colors because I was really trying to get something specific. But of course, I mean, you can easily just use one color. And now I'm just gonna paint and make sure I get the whole bottom of this knob. And because it's chalk paint, it will stick to this plastic knob, which is fantastic. Make sure I get the sides and the top. That is totally finished. Cannot wait to show you what it looks like on the dresser. Now, for the pink one, so it looks like I don't have pink. Give me just a minute. I thought it was right here. Go find another color. Okay, I'm back. Definitely no pink. The pink was dried out, and I'm disappointed because it would have been so cute. But we're gonna go with this. This is also one of my new favorite colors we've been using a lot, and this is Sage. Chalk paint is the color Sage by Folk Art. And I'm using this on another project right now. Can't wait to show you. It's a DIY abstract painting. It's going to be amazing. So what I'm going to do is paint this one. Let's see. Now look, let me just tell you another trick. You see how I've got paint all at the bottom here? I'm really going to have to wipe this away because once this dries, it's going to be, this stuff gets like cement. So you don't want this all at the bottom of this knob drying into the cardboard, okay? So like maybe what I'm doing right now would be a better approach instead of smashing it all onto the cardboard, because now I'm going to have to clean it up before it totally dries. All right, so I'm just getting to the bottom, and then after I'm done with this, I'm going to let it dry for just a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to put some white wax on it, and that's when it's really going to get pretty. And the best thing about that, so if you decide to do colors instead of white, the best thing about that is once you put the white wax on, all that beautiful detail is going to totally show up. I cannot wait to see it. All right, there you go. I'm going to let that dry and we'll be right back with some white wax. We are all done and everything is dried. Now for the white ones, I'm going to leave them just the color that they are. I am using the Valspar clear acrylic sealing wax, and I just always put things in containers. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the sealing wax on here. It's not going to change the color at all. You just want to make sure you get in those crevices. I do want to say also, I did have to go back and touch up the paint on some of these knobs. It didn't totally cover, so double check the knob before you go sealing it. Make sure you've got everything covered. And that's it. So I'm just going to seal those with the clear, and then super simple. We'll try to put a link in there for you if we can find it on Amazon. If not, you can get it at Lowe's. So now for the, I use the Waverly, this bottle is disgusting. So I use the Waverly white wax, the Folk Art. While I love their chalk paints, their white wax has like a green tint to it. I'll show it to you. So weird. This is Folk Art white wax. I don't know if you can tell on the video, but the Waverly is kind of yellowish and the Folk Art is kind of greenish. So strange. So if that's what you're looking for, you can do that. And if not, definitely get the Waverly. All right, so here we go with the white wax. All right, I'm just gonna put this on here. Honestly, I wish it wasn't even yellowy like this, but those are the two brands that I use, and they don't have the exact color I want, but it's still gonna look good. Like when I wipe this off and it's in the crevices, wait till you see, it's gonna be beautiful. All right, now I'm gonna take a paper towel and just fold it where it's kind of flat, and then I'm just gonna wipe off the tops. So the whole idea when you wanna see the detail in something is just to wipe off the tops, leave it in the crevices. And actually I'm gonna have to take this out of here to really do what I want with it. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna get under here like, oh, look at this. I didn't even catch the whole thing. All right, there we go. So now I'm going to just kind of spread it around the top. I don't want it to be totally covered because I'm still trying to see the green. I just want it to look antiqued and chalky. So there's that. And now for the top, just gonna wipe off like this. Now, sometimes if it's a little too heavy in the crevices, you can take your brush and spread it back around. I'm not applying anything new, I'm just spreading what's there. Spread it back around so that there's not as much in the crevices. And wipe it again. And then that way you don't have so much contrast. I don't want a ton of white wax in the crevices. I just want enough to bring it out. If at that point you still feel like it's a little too much, you can just stipple it to where it's not so heavy. There we go. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. So cute. The other thing is if you wanted to do a really white color, sometimes I do this same technique, but I use another color of chalk paint. You just have to work quickly so that it doesn't start reactivating the chalk paint underneath it. All right, so that's that. And check out how they look on our dresser. The white ones, they're so cute. Here is the end result. And so what we were gonna do is we were using these knobs and we needed a third one. So instead of trying to find something very plain and boring, we just decided to make these, and I think they came out great. I really hope you like it. Again, make sure to let us know what other kind of knobs you'd like to see, what kind of finishes. If not, we'll just make it up and we'll just do a bunch more. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Carrie Lawless. Thanks for watching.